Big news. Terrible news. Angelo, of course, the anime reactor with over 200,000 subs, is going through an issue right now. If you haven't seen it, it has to do with Fire Force. Copyright strikes. Now, and by the way, there's a reason why we have the White Room soundtrack here. We, of course, are going to shout out Angelo, but I need you to realize that the actual video itself is uncovering a fucking retard known as this fucking retard right over here, okay? So keep in tune for that, but let's just do some context first, okay? If you don't know, copyright strikes, Fire Force reactions. Right now, Fire Force is a little bit hot, no pun intended. A lot of people still have the reactions up. Just because you get struck doesn't mean that everyone else is going to get struck, right? And there's some issues going on that unfortunately Angelo is, right? And listen, I'm trying to help him out the best I can too. I did my part and added a bunch of responses. There's a lot of other content creators coming up and basically showing their support. And this is what I love to see. I love to see a group of united content creators in the same niche helping each other out. Right? Spreading the news, spreading the awareness. This is how it should be. I reached out to Angelo and gave him some advice, right? TLDR, if you've ever been in copyright strike situations too, last thing you want to do is delete your striked videos. There was a case in the past with another reactor where they deleted their strike videos. And it's a very intuitive thing to do. You would think that, okay, got copyright struck. I don't want to have to deal with any more issues. I'm going to delete it. But the issue is there's a written section. Once you've been struck, there's a written portion that you submit, right? There is a couple stages. You submit an appeal, and then the appeal then gets processed by the YouTube automated system. It's not a real human. The bot will read over and basically kind of sift out if it's going to get forwarded to the claimant or not. So once your written portion has been submitted, it's either accepted or rejected. Once it's accepted, it gets forwarded to the person that copyright struck, and there's 10 business days to respond with actual legal documentation or nothing happens. And that is pretty much 99% of the cases that happens, as long as your appeal gets forwarded. But it gets rejected sometimes. And this person of interest in the past basically got their appeal rejected because they admitted fault in the written portion, right? Some people just don't have the legal savviness and apologize saying, I'm sorry, this is my fault. I didn't mean to do this. You say shit like that, I'm pretty sure the automated system picks up on it and reject you. And once you're rejected, what can you do? You can reapply. But the thing is, it's likely that not a real person is going to check it out again. You need a real person. So sometimes reaching out for Twitter support on Twitter is workable. Sometimes you should go to the YouTube, studio and actually reach out and use a chat with creator support function, which then can have a real person look into the case. And again, you need a link to the strike videos, right? It's not, if you delete the videos, you don't have a link anymore. At that point, you're fucked. That's the TLDR. Angelo knows. I invited him to a group chat in the Discord, right? Where Alonzi is the moderator. He is the one that created this server with so many different content creators that does reaction content, not just anime reactions. We're in a server, we update each other, and it's a nice place to be, especially when your entire fucking livelihood is threatened. It's nice to know other content creators that has gone through these issues and basically are giving each other advice. Right? It feels good. It's nice. This is the environment that I want to be in. This is what it means to actually have fucking colleagues that respect each other and have each other's back. But do you know what else happens? You have fucking losers. You have retard fucking losers. And guess who that is? It's not Enrico. Shout out to DJ Joestar. He's arguing with the retard in my mentions right now. It's crazy. We have Chika Shirogane calling up. And you know what? Let's play the White Room soundtrack now. Because this is where it gets really funny. This, I believe, is the alt account of this fucking schizo retard. This Mirmandan guy that I have, again, made a video about explaining what a fucking loser he is in this video. TLDR, this is a schizo person who's been doing YouTube for 18 plus years, is so jealous of other people's success. Their argument is everyone else is a grifter because they get views while he doesn't get any views. He's the only real reaction channel exists. He go through the video. I gave you a detailed analysis on why I think this guy's a fucking miserable loser. A lot of other reactors obviously share the same opinion. They're not going to be outspoken as me. I don't expect them to. I'll be the fucking janitor doing this fucking dirty business for you. This retard, and listen, let's read some of the fucking tweets, all right? So again, in a situation where I think every fucking reactor should be binding together to help each other out, this retard comes in. Out here giving advice when he lost his first channel. Fraud has no idea how to deal with YouTube. And I saw this comment and I thought to myself, wow, this is so parasocial. The fact that like you know about the lore of my first original channel is actually impressive. So I have two opinions here, right? Either this is a super fucking parasocial fan from back in the day that's turned into a hater, or it's someone like Mirmondan who is just keeping receipts of everything and anything to drag each other's down. Context of this, basically, by the way, is I've explained this multiple times in many other videos. I don't keep this a secret. I had a first channel where I did anime reactions. It didn't have that much motion, but I was out there putting in work for an entire year. I had copyright issues. I got 2 copyright strikes, and back then I had no clue how to even handle those things. There was no community, there was no group of content creators reaching out and helping me out. I'm just doing solo, I have no clue. I decided to delete that channel after I got my second strike. Why? Because if I actually got a third strike and it turned out to be legitimate, then you get banned off of YouTube. So I took the risk. No, you know what? It's not a risk. I took the safe bet to delete my channel and to start a new one. And then I learned how to combat these copyright stuff. So again, such a dishonest representation of what's actually going on, just completely wrong. And then you have actual real reasonable people coming in here saying, so he went through all of it before and learned it, and now he knows how to make sure it's not going to happen again. Sounds like a good person. Quiet down, brainlet. The advice is sound and accurate. I've gone through it in the past. I need to realize that if other content creators are aware of this schizo retard and basically hates him and is coming out to support me, you need to realize how often this retard is in the fucking mentions. Like, it is the most insane shit. Let's read some of the replies here, right? You currently have 4 channels. Of how many have you lost so far? And you are currently dealing with several strikes across your channels, which means that hashtag at YouTube could and should ban you at any moment, given you are ban evading currently and even do so on your videos. Do you understand how much of a fucking dishonest statement that is? But not only that, the level of like pettiness in the worst way possible. Bro is literally trying to snitch on other creators on fucking misinformation to get their channels deleted. So the idea here is, if your channel gets 3 copyright strikes, that is now threatened to be deleted unless you counter appeal. This retard thinks that if you have 4 channels, let's say you have 3 separate channels, and you get a single strike on each of those channels, in his delusional mind, that's not even in accordance with the fucking YouTube TOS, that it's the same thing as getting 3 strikes in one channel, therefore you should be deleted and banned. This is how hateful and how much of a jealous loser this miserable fuck is. Over and over and over. You cannot read clearly. You have more strikes in total in your channels, which means you're breaking TOS. No, you are actually a fucking retard that doesn't even understand the TOS. It's crazy. Read the replies here. It's gonna make you go insane. And you know what? At this point, you can't be serious. Is that you, Mirmondan? You caught me, bro. Nothing. It is Mirmondan. The speech pattern is the same. This guy, basically, I was really thinking, who could this be? I refuse to believe there is a parasocial fans that keeps tabs on all these different reaction creators like that. But I do know of one specific retard that does. And when I went into this fucking loser's profile, check location, he was smart enough to obviously, what is it? What was it called? He was basically smart enough to look at the, what's it called? You can look on the, I think I have to do this. 1 second. It says web instead of like, what's it called? Instead of Sweden or wherever he lives. And the thing that I realized on this post is this account has not been active until yesterday. When was their last post before yesterday? Right? When was the last post? Shitting on fraud lad of culture. And at that point, if this doesn't register to you, Mirmondan fucking hates fraud lad. And then I realized, I see. This guy literally has an alt account where he goes on to hate on other people. It is crazy. It is actually insane how much of a loser behavior it is. My God, what an asinine take to GOT Games, talking about if this guy understood, right, from his failures and knows what to do right now, how could he be wrong? A person that failed and proved they have no idea how it works. Okay, yeah, let's do that like they say. I've never met a more insane and a retarded person. Like I said, this guy actually makes Nicholas Light look like a normal person. Do you understand how insane that is? I would actually say Nicholas Light is a reasonable and a pleasant person compared to this fucking schizo retard. Here's some other stuff too, right? This is the Enrico thread. It's actually so hilarious. Bro just goes on to just cry and lie about everything because he's so hateful. Here's another one. Michelangelo and your boy Rock Lee coming in, supporting him. By the way, guess why I hate Mirmondon and blocked him? I explained it in this video. I explained that this dude in the past, when your boy Rock Lee had copyright strikes, everybody should be coming together like this to help each other out. This dude is the only person playing devil's advocate, trying to shit on people, trying to bring other reactors down because he's so fucking jealous and can't live with the fact that he has nothing to show for after 18 years. That's why I blocked him. Bro goes in to give such insane advice. Look at this shit. Yeah, here to support you how I deal with copyright strikes all the time. My question is, has your appeal been actually forwarded? Thanks so much. Yes, it has. Awesome. That's a great update. And then what happens? This retard comes in. Getting rejected and doing it again can definitely mean you lose your channel. This makes so much harder on you if you go against their initial review. So this guy is straight up saying, don't appeal back. He's literally in here trying to actually explain that this dude is gonna get, like, Michelangelo, you better not appeal back, especially if you got rejected. It's crazy. It's absolutely fucking insane. And your boy Rock is like, oh, it's you again. He realized, right? Rock Lee's too busy living his life. He's not in the grass, like he's not touching, you know, he's outside touching grass, unlike me. He just realized it's you, the schizo fucking retard, trying to bring other people down. I'm not just crazy, just fucking insane. Again, this is the fucking alt account that he made, and this is his main account. It's just so fucking sad. And I implore you, if you don't believe how, like, I think I'm a very righteous person. Right? You can call me an asshole. You can call me mean. But I think that the way that I portray myself is a very selfish and a self-righteous asshole. I care about fairness no matter how I approach it. And I think a lot of people can kind of see that. This dude, with all my fucking gut instinct, the worst of the fucking worst, bottom of the barrel fucking trash, to go and bring other creators down in the same niche, giving them misinformation, just straight up lying, being hateful, having alt accounts, and then to pester and to hate, and then try to snitch on other reactors too, calling for YouTube to ban them off of their fucking schizo delusions. This guy is absolute filth, just scum, absolute just rat shit, bottom of the barrel behavior. If you don't believe me, go watch this video. I got exposed by my #1 fan. He is actually insane. And to wrap this video up, I'll finish off by just reading this. You're a schizo retard that makes Nicholas Light look like a normal person. Here's the video where I go over how much of a pathetic loser you are. As much as you hate on Nicholas Light, at least he can make it entertaining and convert the negative engagement into actual growth. You, on the other hand, are like a hostile NPC in a video game that no one wants to pull aggro from. That's how unappealing you are as a content creator. You've been doing this shit for 18 plus years and claim to be the smartest person, but you can't figure out how this game works. All you do is cry online and beg for attention. Here's the attention your parents never gave you. Keep crying about how everyone is a grifter, your miserable life won't change, you belong in an actual mental asylum. I think you need professional help. Good fucking riddance, bro. You think that you know, like, parasocial losers? You don't. This, I implore you, just go look. Don't even watch the whole thing. Just skip over and see the sections where he's in every other doing well reactor shitting on them, being envious, being hateful. And the funniest thing is, bro goes on. His core argument is, you're a grifter no matter what because you get views off of doing anime reactions, covering content because you're dropping shows that doesn't perform well because you care about your audience. While me, I'm going to make everything. But if you don't care about the views, Why are you crying and being jealous in every other fucking thread where other reactors are being celebrated when no one's talking about you? Just think about that for a second. Make this shit fucking make sense, dumbass.